Oh, what a tangled web we weave. This is a confusing energy, Sagittarius. This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries for Sagittarius. You get a new one every single week, so please do subscribe down below. Ring that bell, hit all notifications so you know when I upload all your favorite content. I upload Sagittarius every single Tuesday with Scorpio and with Libra. So stop on by. Okay. Why did I say what I said? Because I'm looking at your two Lenormand cards right now, Sag, and it's worrisome. But this is a big week, right? Saturn went into retrograde on Sunday, and then on the 26th, guess what happens? We go, and then, okay, now as I'm doing this reading, the moon is in Scorpio. Anytime the moon is in its fall position in Scorpio, shit comes up. Like a lot of stuff, hurt, sadness, suffering, pain that we've tried to repress, or being repressed in general comes out. You know, any kind of emotional sidestepping we've tried to do, it comes back to us for the purpose of healing. But then we hit the 26th, and that is on Wednesday. It is the full moon lunar eclipse during a super moon, all in Sagittarius. And so this is huge. And I would not be surprised if, because Saturn is in retrograde and Pluto is in retrograde, there are some issues that come up. Something, somewhere. What am I looking at? The woman in the scythe. This is usually a deceptive, manipulative female that you're dealing with. Somebody who is deceptive, manipulative, not just doesn't have your best interest at heart, or it represents an ex, but it would have to be an ex that is a female. I don't think this is regarding you. I think this is something or somebody that is impacting you, affecting you, or in your life. So let's get into the nitty gritty, because you know I want to know, who the f is this? Gemini was being messed with by some deceitful female in last week's reading. So why is this bitch spreading her shit around? That's what I want to know. Ho needs to take her dirty poo-tang and go somewhere else with it. That's what she needs to do. I don't know. I don't like this. Or it could just be feminine energy that is sort of being deceitful in and of itself. Celebration, let go and have fun. Yay, happiness. I'll say this. You were happy to get rid of this bitch. Or you were happy that this person got out of your life. You were more than happy to say bye-bye, peace out, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye, bye-bye. Watch your step and don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. It was like celebration. Hallelujah. And then we said, letting go, learn to let go. You did. You were happy to let go. Follow your intuition, owl. Intuitively, you knew that it was a good thing that this person was stepping out of your life, or that you never have to talk to them, or intuitively somehow you knew that inevitably or eventually something was going to be happening with this person in terms of them hitching a ride out, taking out. Like, it's almost like intuitively you knew this was coming. You could feel it. And it's not like you're even happy. It's not like you're even happy, like, oh, yay, I was right about everything. It's not that, but you were right about everything. Let's just say it out loud, Sagittarius. Yeah, you knew. You might have been talking about this for a while, too, because this is coming up in the past. This sense of celebration. Or let's say this, it could also be that you were just happy to let this person go. It caused you a great deal of suffering and sadness. They basically left you or dumped you without notice or trace. It could have even been a friendship or a boss that kind of like betrayed you, stabbed you in the back. There's definitely abandonment. They could have been at a distance as well. Coming up here, loneliness. Kisses? Loneliness, wedding. There's some sort of divorce or divide here that's coming. And because it's coming up more toward the past, you have been either it's already happened to you, and for some reason this energy, this person, their energy is coming back around, or they owe you something and that's sort of being repaid to you, or you've been feeling this for a while. intuitively you knew. What are you doing? Okay. Intuitively you knew this was happening. Sagittarius, please, what is going on with this energy? I just feel like it's really interesting how it revolves around the female. Lots coming up in the past. Sacral chakra, say what you need to say. You know what? If somebody fucked with you in the past, this is finally you being able to tell them how you really feel or confront them about how they made you feel. And that's your catharsis, because you deserve to be able to do that, to finally say what you needed to say. It's right there and it's ready, and it's an empowering thing when it sits on it's sort of like the diaphragm is that sacral chakra, right? It's pushing something out. It's a release. It's releasing maybe emotions that you hadn't released before, or somebody's finally able to get off their chest something that they've been holding back for a while. And oh, what a humdinger of an experience that's going to be. Spiritual strength. Okay. All right. And that's what it's going to provide for you, is that sense of empowerment, I would say. Not only, yay, I was right. No, it's sort of like it's like you don't feel repressed or oppressed anymore. There's this sense of being able to lift a great weight off of your shoulders by letting the words out of your chest. But there's mental conflict here. I would like to understand why. The deeper I get into this is a complex situation. I don't think this is an easy situation for anybody involved to be in, because even though there may be a great weight lifted off of your chest, Sagittarius, at the same time, I think that you know that there's more to come, or greater implications after the fallout, or you're still deliberating, should I say something? You want to say something, but you're still deliberating, should I say something? Sagittarius, 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 Sagittarius. A time for healing. Okay. This came up in the past, so maybe you thought you were healed from this and you weren't completely. A new start is coming, new moon. So there's a new, okay, so an old cycle has to close out before a new cycle can come in. A new start is coming, a fiery climax approaches. You can feel there is a shift in the energy of the cosmos, and it's inevitable. I think somebody is starting to concern themselves more for themselves now. They're not worried so much about somebody else. They want to move forward on an individual path, regardless of how it might crush somebody. And then look at the bigger picture. This is full moon in Sagittarius. That's what we're talking about. That's the 26th. What is this confrontation going to be? A brand new start. Do you have an Aries in your life, or some sort of standoff or showdown type of thing, like a confrontation that's happening? This bigger picture is maybe even a sense of somebody looking at a bigger picture, looking at their life in general. I don't even know what this has to do with, though. Can you give me some insight, though? Like, what aspect of Sagittarius's life is this? I think that's it. Somebody's looking at the overall picture or the wider picture, and they're making a decision for what's best overall, not necessarily what's best immediately. Okay. Seek an expert. Somebody may try counseling, or you may try to give people some advice, or somebody may need to see somebody, or like see an expert, see a counselor, see a therapist. take no offense. It's almost like you needed time and you needed support to work through this and see that it wasn't something personal, that this person behaved the way that they behaved, not because of you, but because of who they are. And look, you see in the background, there's the moon too. Sort of some sort of a release from responsibility, any responsibility that you put on yourself and how you felt. That responsibility is released. Clean up your mess. Maybe you broke somebody's heart. I don't know. Stop. Wait, hold on. Clean up your mess. But this wouldn't be your mess. You know, maybe in some respects, this is you going back and reconciliation. Some sort of apology, some sort of actually being able to get something off your chest between you and another person so that life can be better right now. Still trying to get these insights. This is very confusing energy. Okay, this person was denied to you. This is coming out in the past again. This is something that was denied to you. Something that you were held back from. Or something that was supposed to come to you very quickly and it ended up not. You weren't allowed to have something that you wanted. It was an opportunity denied to you. I almost feel like it's some sort of broken engagement. I don't know if you broke an engagement with somebody or they broke an engagement with you, or there was just this like, it's almost like this like abandoned child, the abandoned potential for a new future. I just heard something and I don't want anybody to take this personally, but it could also represent feelings or sadness toward any kind of terminated pregnancy. And that's not placing blame or guilt, but it's saying that all these repressed emotions of assumed guilt are coming up now. And you will have to confront them, whether they be coming from the outside, from somebody else, that you have to confront them because they did something to you, or any kind of hurt or sadness that you have inside of yourself because of your perceived wrongness, your perception or self-judgment that I've done something bad, I've done something wrong. This is a time to end that suffering by looking at it, by feeling it, and feeling it to heal it, because it is a time and you need healing. A healing from a past that was very disappointing to you. And you never really got a chance to get this off your chest or say what you needed to say, based on the fact that whoever was it could even be whoever was holding you back from this opportunity, including if it was yourself. There's just some sense of, yes, your self-worth was damaged in this process. Now, I just heard something else. You could be going after or standing up to somebody else for somebody that you care about, for the way that somebody you currently care about or are with was treated. Either way, this is revolving around a woman, female energy, self-worth, that compromised sense of self-worth, value. You don't feel all you see is your scars. All you see is your damage. All you see is what you don't have, and you're missing the strength that was built from it. You're missing the wisdom and the lessons that were learned. There's a great sense of hurt and suffering that you need to feel in order to start being able to rebuild your sense of self-worth. Rose petals. I think other people or things that are happening, blessings are coming in. You know, rose petals is like God is blessing you. It's like the good stuff is finally starting to roll in. Oh, survivor's guilt. That sense of, do I deserve this happiness? When in the past, I've been a part of this, or in the past, I was treated like this. Do I really deserve this happiness? Because happiness and abundance is coming to you, Sagittarius. It's not like horrible things are happening, but there's this one underlying, but I need to confront, and you will confront it. Now, maybe you would have chosen to never confront it in your life. It's not going to be an option. It's going to come up. So emotionally expect a huge outpouring, outburst, and catharsis in this energy. Ooh. Sagittarius. Ooh. It needs to come out. That's all I'm saying. We have chaos and conflict. Tell me about it. Yeah. And that's where it's all coming from. I mean, it's coming from a place of you can't control it. This is like a runaway wild animal. And then mending. Also to mend any existing conflict right now. You have to get through this old hurt, this old suffering. Oh, wow. By the book, which could also be learning, growing, helping yourself to heal, getting that expert advice. Like, in other words, what's different about you this time is you're not going to try to handle this all on your own. You're going to reach out. You're going to open yourself up. You're going to say, hey, you know how to better help this situation than I do. Can you please guide me through it? You're taking guidance. And it's going to lead you to this beautiful sense of peace. Or this is what your goal is. This is what you're after. Like, you don't want this to bother you anymore. And the only way out is through. Oh, shit. I did not promise easy energy, Sagittarius. This is interesting, Sagittarius. Watermelon tourmaline. Holy crap. That's my favorite gemstone. But let me read what it is. This is why it kind of like turned my head. Stress reduction. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule. Do as you need to rest, recharge, and revive. You have to give yourself this, including if, like, in other words, this might be such an emotional, like, side swipe that you have to take a few days off of work because it just, it gets you. This person comes back and a bunch of shit comes up. Rhodochrosite. Be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. Okay? And purification and detoxification. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. Oh my God. This is the big purge, Sagittarius. Like huge expulsion of the last demon. You know, it's getting it out. And then Charoite. Spiritual protection. You are being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. So while you're going through all of this, it may feel like hell, but it's because you're going through hell. It's the road to heaven. This is all healing. Let's get into your guys. First, if you like this video, I know this isn't the best news, but please do like it, share it on your social media platforms, and subscribe to the channel. Also, there's always an extended reading. We're going to go over there and I'm going to be able to dig down and articulate specifics, and your romance reading is there too. It's 2 readings in one. So please join me after for the extended reading. And then also join me on my new channel, Astrology Motivation. You can see links below and all around. And join me on Instagram, born_without_boundaries, where I do daily tarot card readings Monday through Friday. Okay. These animal totems are important because they're the way the universe is trying to speak to you through the natural world. So whenever you see these pictures, images of the animals, or the animals themselves especially, pay very close attention because Spirit's trying to tell you something. And this is the message. This is the meaning. Bring a gentle touch. Yeah, somebody was shit. Somebody was really harsh, super critical. This is Virgo energy. Maybe taking somebody down, being overly critical, talking in a bad way to somebody. Yeah, this is like, this is definitely not a gentle touch. And this is usually a loss of love. Could be a loss of love through a big explosive argument. Could be a loss of love, or just an innocence that was never able to grow because it wasn't nurtured the way that it needed to be. And then we have trust in the magic. There's healing directly related to the love that you didn't get from somebody. And it's a new beginning that takes off from that. The miracle, a cow, the miracles are endless. There's so much abundance that I feel like it comes after this release. And use your mind wisely. Once again, you thought this wasn't, that's why you thought this was impossible. Because of all this crap, because of all this pain, all this suffering. You couldn't believe it was coming back, all this shit. In other words, what's going to sideswipe you is the good news. And then dove, be peace, but that's in reverse. It's going to bring you surprise. What does this mean? You're going to have to fight for this. This is about fighting for your abundance and insisting upon it because you know that you deserve it. But it's imbalance. There's a sense of lack of peace. You know, you have abundance in your life now, but you don't feel peace because of this shit that needed to be healed. This is your road to peace. It's not getting or having or even progress. It's handling this, confronting this. We'll get deeper into it, Sagittarius. Let's get into your angel messages. Angel messages for Sagittarius. Because this person, this situation, I don't think you can completely or have completely forgiven them. This is you realizing you forgive to heal yourself. You don't forgive for somebody else. You don't. It's not for their sake. It's for yours. Truth. The best way through the current situation is just speak your truth. Contrary to what you may think, no one will be hurt if you express exactly how you feel. Ooh, somebody's about to get a fucking Sagittarius tongue whipping. Diversity. The world would be a boring place if we were all the same. Celebrate your uniqueness. You are special and much loved. So you got a lot of confidence. See, this is what I'm saying. Protection. I feel like a lot of this could be you're defending somebody else. You are safe. Do not fear. We are with you always and surround you always with our invisible wings of light. Protection. And then last but not least, sacred knowledge. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Feel the peace within. Beyond your thoughts lies your eternal truth, the I am presence of eternal love. You are so certain of yourself, and I think all of this is coming out because you love somebody, and you're like, stop fucking with them, whoever you are. You have had it, and you are not holding back anymore. Let's get into the details. I want to continue this on the other side. The link is below. Sagittarius, I'll see you guys over there.